What is up, everybody? Welcome back for some more high-tier Japanese tanks gameplay. And yes, I realize I'm starting in a Type 90 here, not a Type 60, but just bear with me. We'll get to the Type 60, and when we do, it'll be worth it. So this is a battle from the 9th of September of 2018. Just doing regular old grinding and just varying up my gameplay a little bit. I've been kind of mixing up which nation I've been playing among the top tiers here, just sort of going through all of them, just working on general modification grinding before 1.81 comes out. And decided for this particular battle, I like here that the speed I was going and the fact that I would have just blown out these 2x4 support, or well, I guess 8x8 probably supports here, not 2x4s. Should have just blown them out and continued right through them and not really suffered any slowdown penalty, but no, whatever. So, spot an enemy Abrams underneath the overhang there at A. Got a shot through him that somehow still hit him, even though really I think it should not have. And got an even better shot through on him a second later. And unfortunately got hit by his friend right next to him, who somehow didn't hit me with a very good follow-up shot, or probably didn't shoot at me, I think. And I was able to reload, recover my crew, and destroy him, which I still am not entirely sure how I killed him there with a heat FS round through the backside angle like that, but hey, whatever, I guess I'm not going to argue, even though I don't think heat FS rounds should have that kind of a spalling pattern. But whatever, it is the best heat FS round in the game, I guess. And it doesn't really matter because I got wiped out by a Challenger Mark II. Challenger 1 Mark II a moment later. So, time to come back in the Type 74. No, still not the Type 60, but I promise, we'll get there. Just bear with me. Immediately regret not coming back in my Type 87 as an FJ4 VM232 goes flying by low altitude with missiles hanging off the rails. But we needed capture points and we needed to put some pressure on the enemy team to keep them from just going directly for our spawn, which if you watch forward ahead of me right here, you can see that they are going directly for our spawn already. So there's an Abrams and there's my friend the Challenger who had just killed me behind him in the background. I couldn't get a shot at the Challenger, and I've got an FJ4 firing missiles or rockets at me, using them as rockets, although they are missiles. He didn't actually do too much serious damage to me. I fired smoke off just to distract him and give him something to not shoot at, and then tried to head in towards the B point and finish off the Challenger that had killed me, and I got hit by another Abrams who was not necessarily going for our spawn, but possibly was. Anyway, now I'm down to only enough points to bring in my Type 87, so if I'm going to get the Type 60 in this battle, I'm going to have a heck of a run with the Type 87, I guess. And I didn't waste too much time. Thought that was going to be a good hit on him, but he was already missing a wing. I did get a hit on him, which I guess gave me a little bit of score. And then here comes another one with messed up, missing a wing and tumbling, although he somehow got his missile off into the ZSU-23 right here, so that left me alone as the SBAA back here, but I wasn't too worried about it. So the skies were quiet for the moment, and then here comes an enemy flying by. Some rounds off at him. He's actually running away, so alright, so be it. That works for me, I guess. There's an assist on the first Abrams that I hit, who was the one that actually took me out. And an FJ4 goes by nice and low, and there's victim number 1. And then just a moment later, here comes victim number 2. I didn't get him with my first burst here, so waited, reassessed, picked up his flight path a little better, and then finished him off. So there's 2 quick ones. And that's a decent amount of score, and a third one coming back in. Lit him up for the team, and tried to get some shots onto him, and didn't quite get the shots I wanted on him as he's doing maneuvers. And that makes it real difficult to pick somebody off, so it's a little easier when they fly straight though like that. So there's 3 quick air kills, and that probably got me enough score to get it pretty much anything I want at this point. So if you noticed on the mini-map, somebody just highlighted an enemy tank right up above our spawn. And he knocked out all my ammo except for the 2 rounds I've got chambered. Which actually were enough to hit him and do damage and mark him, although I'm completely bone dry here on ammo, and I've got an enemy above my spawns and above and behind my team. So unfortunately I fired off my smoke because I didn't realize where the hit had come from. So I have no defensive smoke, I've got no ammunition whatsoever, and I'm in a not entirely fast SPAA hull chassis here. So the best I can do here, he's actually been hit and looks like his ammo got detonated. So thankfully he's probably having a little bit of trouble too. So the best thing I could do here while he's on fire and firing off his defensive smoke on himself is let the team know that I've got no more ammo for my SPAA, and then run as fast as I can away from that guy and towards the B point to get behind some cover and hopefully get new ammo. So I'm not really holding out a lot of hope here to actually make it to the B point, expecting to be wiped out by this guy at any moment from behind, but that's the best I could do, was just run for B, so that's what I did. Wah, wah, no ammo. And then I actually did make it to the B point and started recapturing it for my team. Feeling completely and totally naked here and expecting at any moment to get hit by an FJ-4B with bullpup missiles, but held on and then reloaded my ammo. I will spare you guys the entirety of time that it took for all that to occur, though. I did, however, make myself as useful as I could with my Type 87 and called out the enemy planes to let my team know what enemy planes there were, how many enemy planes there were, and for my fighters in the air, where they were by the map coordinates. So that was the best I could do. So if you have no ammo and you have no defensive smoke, at least make yourself as useful as you can with your radar. Did anybody miss ×2 speed? I sort of did. I probably won't do any full battles anymore, but like, I thought it was funny. So, I get my ammo reloaded, an enemy plane starts coming in right away. I light him up, I'm tracking in on him, and there's an MBT-70 that had driven up to the point with no warning, sadly. So yeah, I know, like I said, I'll get to the Type 60. I know that the title of the video is Type 60, but just bear with me. It's almost time. Unfortunately, I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time in my R2-Y2, so I came back in the R2-Y2 to go back after the enemy airplanes and keep them distracted from my team. Thought this guy was coming in for an attack run, so I lined up to go head on with him. And as soon as I started getting lit up by SPAA and realized the enemy plane is moving away, not coming in, and start making my defensive maneuvers, I got hit, and that was that. So after that, finally, for those of you who actually stuck it out with me, thank you, because now it is time for the aforetitled Type 60. So you can see we hold all 3 capture points. We've got enemy airplanes all over the place, and I'm deciding to myself, what am I going to do here with my Type 60? I really just want to get to a spot, a higher elevation spot, where I can just use the binoculars and scout enemy tanks and potentially fire missiles at them, especially if they're sitting still and camping, and try and get some aiming on them. And it's kind of a sweet little low flyby there by that F9F, especially dropping his bombs. He gets chased away, and then I see this Abrams fire over here. I get my binoculars on him in time to light him up and mark him, get him scouted. And now I'm charging after him to try and catch him, intercept him at the C point, and hopefully hit him with my missiles, if not, at least keep him marked for my teammates. I can probably duck behind these rocks right here and just keep the guy binocularized, but instead, he's actually up on the roof, which I didn't expect. So line up, fire off a missile, he fires defensive smoke, and I completely just guessed here when to make my missile descend in the dive and hit him, and actually did some serious damage to him. My second missile wasn't even close, and I thought, okay, now it's a race between, can my underpowered engine get me through these stone barriers, slowing me down, and get down underneath him at the C point in time before his smoke dissipates. And the smart money is on no, because, yeah, then we're going to hit a bump and lose some more momentum. And sure enough, I get stopped, but apparently he still didn't have his breach fixed, and all I could do here was fire a missile, guess when to make it dive again, and I actually killed an Abrams with the Type 60. Face to face, no less. Which I thought was pretty dang funny. And I wasn't alone on my team in thinking that was pretty entertaining. Now, what I should have said here was yeetus deletus, but I was just too giddy about actually killing an Abrams with the Type 60 and surviving in time to go and capture the C point. Especially because our team was losing all 3 of the capture points at the same time. So I was real happy that I had taken out that Abrams, because he probably would have feasted on my Type 60 and my teammate there in the Type 87 shortly thereafter. And then probably driven up to our spawn and kept any reinforcements from coming out, so I was pretty happy there. And then we finished capturing on C and turned and drove towards B to try and stop the enemy from getting that first and finish off this battle, because it's not quite a guaranteed victory yet, with mostly SPAA on our team and enemy airplanes still up with pretty powerful missiles. So a ZSU-57 actually made it into the B point before I could get there and finished off the cap, which I was totally fine with. So I just continued up there to get into the cap, reload my missiles, and sit in a defensive posture. Took a hit from something, tried to hurry my way into cover behind the B point, got totally hung up on that sandbag machine gun position. And I'm pretty sure that is my own Type 87 turret still here from earlier when I got destroyed by the MBT-70. So that's kind of a surreal moment to drive past your own wrecked tank corpse, but anyway. We're holding A and B, or I mean we're holding B and C rather. I'm getting ready to point towards A, and then our team starts capping it, so now I'm just sitting here letting my ammo reload, and then the enemy team starts capturing C. So now I'm going to head back towards the C point and see what I can do about at least scouting whatever type of enemy there is there, maybe getting a shot at it. And then we've got almost no points on the enemy team left, so while I'm racing towards the C point, they actually get an 84 shot down by our Type 87, and that led the enemy team out of tickets. So a bit of an anticlimactic ending there, as the game ended while I was driving in between contact, but still, pretty darn good battle. For a 75% research booster in highest tier battles, not bad at all. I mean, anytime you can take out an Abrams is good, but anytime you can take out an Abrams with a Type 60 ATM is fantastic. I got bumped down to second place by the guy shooting down the 84 at the end, but I didn't care. That's quite a lot of awards. That's a real good battle. I was real happy with that. And there it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know what you thought in the comments. We'll see you soon for more War Thunder. And take care, everyone. Have a great day as usual. Thanks for watching.